Hello, this is Cotton Stoops and welcome back to another Lumen Legacy HTUC video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to encounter Drop of Youth users. Obviously we're going to be going over their roles in terms of what Lumions you'll be using and of course how they'll be using them, and of course going over how you can counter these type of people. Of course I'm also mean the Lumions as well. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So in order to know the role that a Drop of Youth user can actually play, they're basically all defined by their base defensive attributes. First off, the best thing that you can tell from a Drop of Youth user is that they're always going to be bulky. Drop of Youth makes the user's defenses 1.5 times on both defenses if you are a pre-evolution, and of course this is going to make these Drop of Youth Lumions a lot more bulkier than maybe their even evolution counterparts. This makes an attractive type of playstyle for type of people that want to run these Drop of Youth Lumions, and of course this will be the main center. And of course when I talk about defensive attributes, I specifically want to talk about the defensive typing, as pretty much the defensive typing here will pretty much outline what your role is going to be. For example, Snagulp here is going to be used as an example because it does resist plant, bug, toxic, brawler, and earth types, so it's mainly going to cover the metagaming examples such as Totap, Gargoyle Defense, Harvesect, Garbantus, and sometimes Colossotrops. All of these Lumions have coverage that Snagulp can just either hit super effectively or can swap in very safely. Totap and Harvesect and Gargoyle Defense being the main ones, as Snagulp can actually just sit on them and then just force them out, get rid of their hazards, stuff like that. They can also hit it back super effectively for Totap and Garbantus's case, and as for Colossotrops, it can do the same. However, you will most likely just want to be very careful because Colossotrops can still 3-hit KO you. Other than that, you do have the speed advantage, and type of these Lumions will be running this type of set. It's mainly going to be running the ability Clingy if it does have access to it, because getting rid of your Drop of Youth item is very dangerous. If you do not have a Clingy ability, then going for your best defensive ability is what I would go for. Something like a defensive priority on a Prope or a Kunocopia, stuff like that. Your personality here, at least for Snagulp, is going to be running Robust Nibble because you actually do have a pretty good speed stat of 96, allowing you to outspeed quite a lot of offensive Lumions, and your moveset is going to be Gust, Perch, Poison, and then Jet Stream or Muck Blast. Running Gust, Perch, and Poison are your best utility moves, as for all Drop of Youth Lumions, they're not going to be hitting too hard. So running as much utility as you can to take advantage of your bulk is always nice, and you at least need one contact move because you still want to kill your answers more reliantly. I personally would prefer Jetstream because it just helps you simply hit more, and then of course it helps you with some matchups like Soul vs Eruptodon. However, running Muck Blast to guarantee KOs on Totap is honestly a cool thing that you can try and do. However, recoil is a very good thing for Totap, and Jetstream's already doing 70% to Totap anyways, so I think running Jetstream is perfectly fine. Your item of choice is going to be the Drop of Youth, obviously, and then your moveset here, your 64 speed allows you to outspeed a 200 speed Nimble, Soul Burst, or Eruptodon, and your rate attack here of 24 is to kill or to 2-hit KO Soul Burst Eruptodons that are running 96 HP, not assuming any Foolish or anything like that, with a Jet Stream. Jet Stream is also a pretty useful utility because it does lower the speed of whatever is in front of you. 192 HP is to keep your HP odd for Icicle Traps, and 200 melee defense is to max out your melee defense as much as possible. So you can take hits of the melee attackers as previously mentioned, like Totap. Energy for 4 is the 4 energy rule, and as for your range defense, this is leftovers, doesn't really help you do much at all. If there are other TP spreads that you think will be good, put them down below. However, this is going to be a simple main template of Snagulp. Snagulp will always be running below 100 TPs on speed, so that'll give you an idea of what it wants to outspeed. It will also almost always going to be running Nimble because Clever doesn't help you much in matchups at all. And for your HP and melee defense, this is almost always going to be your TP spreads. This is just going to be a general guide to see what Snagulps are going to be in front of you, or if you want to use a Snag
Emergency. Emergency. On behalf of the RNS, Roria News Station, it has come to our attention that the video you were watching is promoting pro-pedophile content. The Rorian government has issued out a declaration that the new law named the Drop of Youth Act of 2024 will contain details such as Lumian trainers will be considered as a danger to society if they use premature Lumians. It has come to our attention that the abuse for self-entertainment and money of small Lumians in the Battle Coliseum will now end. Make sure to report any strange behavior that relates to the use of premature Lumians to your local police department. Therefore, the RNS will interrupt this program to educate the masses of what to do when you see these pedophiles. The following course of actions are nicknamed as FO or otherwise known as FOR. Each letter corresponds with each method of dealing with a DoY user found in the Coliseum. Step F. Fight. These are dangers to society that no government can control. So, we enforce that you must take any sort of control to kill these beings. First is to use strong, adult wall breakers such as Halvantic, Magmadiaractidin, Joltub, and more to take out the children. Lumians can and will never kill each other, they can only faint. Taking down the DoY user's source of faith leaves them in an easy position to exterminate them. Step O. Override. Get rid of any other obstacles they might have on their team to win the Coliseum match. Unfortunately, the Battle Coliseum has no relegations to stop these DoY users and therefore the Rorian government has no influence over them. Once they lose, move on to the final step. Step R. Ridicule. These trainers have no sense of real human connection, as they devolve to liking premature Lumians. They are often fatherless and haven't felt the touch of a woman, so ridiculing them with insults will force them into hiding and reminding themselves of their sins, making them kill themselves.